needs to be there, right? You buy the car and you sell the car. Once you sell the car, make over 220,000. In this garage alone, there's over 50,000 cars just laying around, and no one has bought them. It's just been here, and all these cars come from the UAE. So the UAE means the Arab nation, or you can call it Dubai. Okay, most of you are familiar with Dubai. Most of these cars come from there, and they are actually used cars. Okay, so now you're asking me, why am I making this video? Why is it so important for you to get into this business, right? Cars are very cheap over there. So if you want any car that you want, right, any car that you want, whether it's a Porsche, whether it's Hummer, whether it's a BMW, or your favorite Audis, I know some of you would like to get this car. Let me just go to it. Most of you would like to get a Golf 7, right? Golf 7. And they are not that expensive, right? Some of them are still dusty because they've been in this warehouse for a very long time. So you can get yourself something of this sort, okay? Any car. And the price is also very surprising. So if you want a car that has everything, or you want to sell these cars, you can make a lot of money just selling these cars. All these cars in this warehouse, there's over 50,000 cars just laying around waiting for someone to buy it and get it to an owner that wants a car. There's so many cars. Here is a Golf 5. Most of you are familiar with Golf 5. We have Mazda. This is a big Mazda. And then we have some of your Toyotas. Some of you would like to get a Polo 6 TSI. This is a Polo 6 TSI. There is a lot of Polo 6 TSIs around here. Okay. Then we have the Hyundai or Honda. I know a lot of people like Honda as well. We have BMW. So this is a 320i. Okay. I also bought 2 cars over here. I'll show you the cars after I'm done showing you most of the cars here. Okay. So this is a Mazda, and this is Excella. So you can get yourself one of these if you like Mazda. We have a Yaeesh, one of the most coolest cars that I ever came across when I was still young, and I liked that car, but obviously it wasn't my dream car. I just thought it was a very cool car. Then we have your BMW. I know most people that likes this car. I've seen this car a lot on the road, and most of these cars are not that expensive, so you can get yourself a very cool car if you just have the money, right? You get the money and you buy the car. Okay, so most of these cars are in this warehouse. It's not more than 200 or 300,000, but if you want a supercar, it will cost you that because of the amount. Okay, some of these cars are a little bit dirty because they've been standing in the warehouse for a very long time. There is a lot of cars, some of them are abandoned cars. Okay, so they had to come over here to our ports in South Africa because the reason for that is that there was no space over there. So these cars are here. I'm going to show you the cars I bought now. Okay, then we have your Polo. I don't know what version of Polo is this, but I remember a lot of people buying that Polo. We have Golf 5, two of them standing next to each other, so you can see how many cars are over here. Then we have another BM, another Volkswagen. We have a Lexus in the house, a Lexus. And then we have some luxury cars. So if you don't want to start off cheap, you can actually get you some of the luxury Mercedes-Benz. Okay, there are a few Mercedes-Benz that I'll show you. I'm just showing you around. Here's another one. Some classic, if you like classics, so you can get yourself a classic. If you don't want a classic, you can get yourself some of the cool cars, you know. If you want some luxury and some comfortability, you can get yourself this Mazda. If you like that, not Mazda, Mercedes-Benz. Okay, so if you want that or you want this one, you can decide on the colors, right? Because there's so many cars over here. Here we have a Passat in the building, right? Nice, very nice car. Not to my liking. I'm still young, so obviously I can't get a car like that. Okay, so the video is only 4 minutes long, so you guys can see that there are a lot of cars in this warehouse. Okay, there is a lot of cars, so I'm going to show you the cars that I bought, so that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Okay, here we have another car, so if you like that, you can buy the car. If you like 320i, another nice car. But the nice part about all these cars is that they are not that expensive. Okay, so I bought myself this Polo 6, right? This Polo 6. Let's just open it. I actually have two car keys in my pocket. So here's the first one. So let's open it, right? Let's get in. And I'm not going to, I can turn on the engine. Maybe I should turn on the engine so I can show you what we're exactly dealing with. So this one, it's not that heavy on the clock, but it does make a big difference, you know. So we can start this car. So the reason why it's saying service over there is because obviously you guys know by now that you can have that. So you have a very nice radio over here. If you would like to use the radio, and there the radio spoke, and then you can get this nice handle, right, to change. So automatic car. You have, if you like smoking, you have that to smoke, aux cable. It's a very nice car. Okay, so most of you are asking, how much did I pay for this? All for this. Okay, I paid 110,000. I got it for a deal, right? 110,000 for almost a brand new car. You can still see the mileage is we actually worked because I said I want to buy two cars, and then my first one worked out to 110,000. Still a brand new car. I'll show you around the car and how clean this car is, right? Excuse the noise. There is a lot of noise here because there are a lot of other people that's also doing this, but they're doing it for money. I'm doing it to show you guys how you can start a business from this. So 110,000, right? You paid 110,000 for this car, but when you're selling the car, you're obviously going to make more. So you can decide if you want to make more than 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. Your target just needs to be there, right? You buy the car and you sell the car. Once you sell the car, make over 220,000, you can make 280,000, depending on what your budget is, right? My budget is big, so I could have bought more. Just that I want to drive the cars out of the place I'm in, which is at the harbor, straight to Johannesburg where I'm staying. So obviously we don't have a lot of drivers. I could have put some on the port, but unfortunately my garage is not that big as well, right? So here's the Polo I bought. It's a TSI, Polo 6 TSI. And then if you go around, you can see how nice it is. Very luxury, right? Very nice. This is the front of the car, and it's I think a 2011. Yes, 2011. So 2011, that's the car I bought. Okay, then we have my other favorite car, which is a Golf 6. So I'm sure most of you are like, oh, this guy likes Volkswagen. No, it's not that I like Volkswagen, it's just that it's a very nice car. This is a Polo 6 TSI. And so if you're looking at the Polo 6 TSI, I did buy a red one. So if you guys see me in these two cars, you'll see me on the road a lot of times. Okay, Polo 6 TSI. Let's open it up so you can see the inside of this beautiful car, right? Let's just go over here. Maybe I should show you the front as well of this car. Very nice car, beautiful, you know, also shining a lot, so you can see that glitter, right? So I like buying cars in metallic. So all my cars normally has metallic. They shine a lot because it looks like a clean car. Okay, on the inside of the car you can see that this is what it is, right? So let's just put it on so you can see exactly what we're looking at. The car is on empty. They don't normally keep cars on a full tank, and some of the stuff is still going on. So you can see this is my radio. We have our automatic one as well, and you can see that we have our traction off, and we also have if you do smoke, you can light your cigarette and so forth. Then we have the gears. You can actually put this one in sport. If I'm wrong, just let me know. Hey Monty, that car can't go in sport, but I know the S for sure stands for sport. Okay, if we open up here, you can see it's still very clean, right? So this car wasn't driven that long, and you can see by the mats and the seats and how clean they are. They're very clean. Most of the whole car is actually clean, right? So if you get a clean car like this, why would you want to go anywhere else, right? So what we can do is let's start this car. Okay, the only one that I'm going to start because of the fuel consumption, right? So if you're looking at that, it's a very nice car. Just switched it on. Want to show you the back of the car, right? Let's look at the back of the car. It is one exhaust, as you can see. Very nice exhaust as well. And the car has a nice sound. There's a very nice sound. Let's look at the engine. Maybe I know some of you likes looking at engines before you buy a car, and you know the mileage and so forth. But the nice thing about these cars is that they are kept in very good condition, right? Because most of the Dubai people keep these cars just to drive for like 3 months, 4 months, or 5 months. So you can see the engine is still very clean, right? Very clean engine. We have a very nice water pump. We have where we put our water in to clean our windows. You can see that the engine is still neat. What I like about these cars is that your battery pack is kept in a nice way, right? It's still wrapped. So that's what I like. It's very clean, right? Very clean cars. So let's talk about business, right? So you can see the lights are working. We have a very nice Polo 6. Okay. Some of the damages, I wouldn't say is that high. You'll get a few scratches on the car, but that comes with basically the car having these scratches because of one reason, and that's because they go into containers and they're coming from that container into South Africa, right? So let's talk about business, right? So I'm switching off the car. Let's switch off the car, take out the key, and the reason why I want to take out the key is just so that the car has power, before it leaves today. So today's Friday, it needs to leave today. The video will be posted next week, Wednesday. We do have a fun schedule this month for people who are in Forex, as well as people who want to start their own businesses. Okay, so I said I got these two cars. The first Polo 6 was 110 and I got this one for 110. So that means I spent 220,000, right? But the nice thing is that when I'm selling this car, it's still a very fresh car. So when I'm selling this car, I can get an amount of 400,000 to 600,000, and that's nice profit. Why am I getting that much profit? Because these cars are still brand new. Understand? Reason why they're still brand new is, like I said at the start of this video, we sold it to the UAE, right? We bought it from the UAE. There wasn't, some cars didn't have space in the UAE, so the only place for them to come is to South Africa, and from South Africa many people around the world buys from these places. So like your dealers, the car dealers and so forth. Okay, so let's speak about the business. I said if you buy the car for 220,000, you can actually sell these cars for more than what they are bought for, right? All these cars have different prices, so I cannot say that it's a fixed price. I'm actually speaking from experience buying these two cars. So I know when I'm going back home, I can make easily 300,000 from each car, and that's a good investment. Okay, so 300,000 on both is 600,000. Come back to the warehouse and buy more cars and sell them again, right? You do that over and over and over, and you're going to have a wonderful time just making money from buying cars and selling cars. Okay, so how does this work? I know most of you are asking, how does this work? So how this works is, if you are interested in doing this business, just let me know which cars are you looking for. I will get the guys that are working for me here now to look for the cars. If they cannot find the cars, then we are at a bad luck. But if they do have the car, we get you onto the budget. We put your car on the stand, not on our stand, but we put it on the courier can deliver it to you. So some of you are saying, well, maybe you only deliver to South Africans. No, we deliver to everyone in Africa, as well as the northern part of the world. So your Asia, your Europe, the United States of America, and also in the south, like Australia. If we're looking at South America as well, that's a big one, and Mexico as well. So your cars can be shipped to you wherever you are. Okay, the nice part about it is that you're going to get it for a cheap price and you can sell it for a higher price. So to make money, you also need money in this business to make money. Okay, so some of you are like, well, we're not interested in getting cars for that amount. Well, there are some other cars. Let me just finish over here. So now let me just switch off the lights. Okay, so I'm going to switch off the lights of this car. It's been burning since we arrived here on Thursday. So let me just close this car, lock the car, and it will be delivered by today, so I can receive it on Monday to where I'm living. Okay, so most of you are saying you cannot afford that. Okay, then start off with smaller cars such as these ones. Audi, you get your, I'm not sure what car this is. I think it's a Toyota, but it looks like a bigger version of a Yaris, right? The car next to it is actually a Yaris. But if you're looking across, it's the same car, but a different spec of the car. So I've never seen this car on South African roads actually, but a very nice car. Very nice car. Oh, it's a Auris. So it's Toyota Auris. Okay, so yes, let's start all over. So I said, if you don't know how to start, or you cannot afford, you can buy these cars that are like 60,000, 40,000, you know, small amounts that you can pay to get yourself started. Here is another Honda. You can buy yourself a family car that you can sell for more. So if you get it for at least 80,000, you can sell this exact car for 120. So you're making at least 40,000 profit or 60,000 profit. You can start with a Golf 5, which is also not that bad. to start with, BMW as well. So even if you're looking for a car for yourself and you're saying that you cannot afford to pay, there is always a way for you to start off. Okay, never a problem about you getting a car. So that's the nice part about this whole process. So how to contact me? Well, my number is 063 939 2294. To give you that number again, 063 939 2294. Okay. Telegram down below, there will be a Valentine Motors group. On Telegram as well, we have an Instagram page, a Facebook page, a WhatsApp contact number that you can contact and ask for prices. Okay. When we do speak to each other, we can actually discuss about these prices and so forth. What else are we going to do? We're going to start a YouTube channel just to give you some reviews of the cars that we have bought, so you can see them in action when they do arrive. Okay, every car I'm going to buy from here, I'm going to actually put them through a test so you guys can see how good they are on the road. Okay, so this this Golf 6, you will be seeing on a video soon of me driving it and giving it a test. Okay, and then this Polo 6, you're going to get a video of it to see it on the road. Okay, so many of you are like, but there's no rim. Okay, the rim of this car is actually wheel caps. Let me show you the wheel caps of this car. So here we have the wheel caps of this car currently laying in the boot. This is the wheel cap, right? So if you know how to put them on, you click them from there. So once they arrive, I can do whatever I need to do, but I'm still not happy about that rim. I'll definitely have to fix it, put on some nice rims, drop it a little bit, and the flavor of being a South African is making your car nice. Okay, so all the stuff will come soon enough. Soon enough, you guys will see the car on the road. So signing out with these two cars. So let's lock them and say goodbye for now. As for me, Mr. Monteveeno, Mr. Pride, and now Mr. Valentine Motors, let's sign out by locking these cars. Okay, see you in future videos. Please subscribe to our Valentine Motors YouTube.